Good. Sweet. What's up, everybody? Firing up some Instagram live right now and currently showing a sticky note instead of myself and Shawn. Happy Thursday, everybody. So we're coming at you with Ask Carrot. So every single Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time is Ask Carrot. We're coming at you from the office. I'm gonna raise this up, Shawn, for branding. So you guys are gonna see some magical branding now. There we go. So guys, every single Thursday at 1 o'clock Pacific time on Facebook, on YouTube, and now on Instagram. So if you guys are on the Instagram side of things, today we are going to be actually showing our computer screens quite a bit. We're going to be doing a new Ask Carrot where we've never done it. Shawn's going to be, I'm backwards here. Shawn's going to be coming on here at least once a month. And I'll introduce Shawn here in a second. But Shawn's been on the team for, is it 3 years now?
It'll be 3 in August.
Almost 3 years. And Shawn's a guy, if you're working on the concierge side of things, which is if you're a higher level agent or investor, or at least just someone who just would rather put up money, a budget towards having us do some of the work for you than time, he really dials in the visuals of the website. So what we've really been talking a lot with people about is, especially larger investors, they say, you know what, I really want to stand out. I love Carrot. I love the performance Carrot gives me versus the custom sites versus these other systems. Or with SEO, with conversion, with all those. I love the Carrot tools, the Carrot support, but I want to stand out. How do I stand out? How do I build more credibility? How do I just look different than the others in my market? So what we're gonna do is at least once a month, y'all, we're gonna be bringing Shawn on. We're gonna be showing you guys what you can do to stand out. We're gonna be showing you real website examples. We might even, I don't know, we might do some things on the fly, but we might even, like on the next one, not today, pick a person's website ahead of time and pimp their website, like Shawn was saying. What's up, everybody on Instagram? What I want you guys to do is head over to Facebook. If you guys want to see our screens, we're going to be sharing our screens here in a bit. But let me know in the Instagram thread where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know if you're a Carrot customer. If you're not, amazing as well. Everyone on Facebook, pop through the Facebook thread. I'm going to go find the Facebook thread and share it up, and we're going to dive in. So do this. Go to carrot.com/ask. Carrot.com/ask. You can submit questions through there. And you'll ensure that you'll get the question asked. Or you can, on the Facebook thread, YouTube thread, or Instagram thread, ask your question right there as well. And we're going to be answering questions about anything you want to ask questions about, but in particular, standing out, building credibility, and winning your market in this really competitive market. All right, so I'm going to introduce Shawn right now. So Shawn, was it a decade, 12 years? You had a web design agency.
Wow, yeah. We started it 14 years ago and just closed it down recently.
And then Shawn joined the Carrot team almost 3 years ago. And the cool thing is, I mean, dude, if you had to guess, how many concierge websites have you done?
Last count was, I think, 62, and that was at the end of last year. Mm-hmm. So we're cruising through them.
So we're probably pushing 80, 90, maybe possibly concierge websites. And once again, this is where we come in, we really dial in the visual of it a lot better. We give you some elements that look different. And we're gonna show everybody how you can do this stuff yourself too, okay? So let me share this puppy up on Facebook before I forget about it. All right, we are live. Before we actually dive into the, everyone on Instagram is looking at my water bottle. Okay, here we go. I shared it up. Now we're good to go. Awesome. So before we do, guys, right before this, Brady and I were shooting some good content. Thursday is my content day here at Carrot. So we have some crazy good content coming for you. So be on the lookout for a couple different content pieces. One of them is how you stack on short-term quick hit marketing to long-term momentum building marketing. How you stack on short-term quick hit marketing for momentum building on top of momentum building long-term marketing. We're really good at the momentum building long-term stuff. How do you really get in front of those Google searchers? How do you convert them? How do you do content so you build expertise, build credibility, stand out from your market? And then what we're also really good at, but getting way better at, is the systems and tools to put up landing pages and drive quick leads. Look out for that one next. But also, I haven't ate lunch yet, so I got some blueberries here. I want to remind you guys, make sure you're fueling up good. Make sure you're drinking some water. Shawn's got his water. I've got my water here. Coming soon are fancy orange Carrot water bottles. So I know a lot of people have been asking about these water bottles. Tyler Austin says the concierge program is the bomb. Well, this guy's the guy right there that nailed it for you, Tyler. So guys, if you like these water bottles, this thing has changed the game for me for hydration anyway. I've tried so many different water bottles. I've tried the metal water bottles. I've tried the The glass water bottle, that worked for a while. Shawn bought some like beet juice from Costco, and I love the bottle, and I used that until I lost it. But this one here has been amazing for me because essentially if I just set a goal to get through this twice in a day, plus a few other glasses of water, I end up drinking over 100 ounces of water. Now I do that probably 5 out of 7 days out of the week, and this has just been a game changer for energy. So keep an eye out. We're probably gonna put these in the Carrot Marketplace. You can buy it in there. It's gonna be branded Carrot. The lid's gonna be a green, all kinds of cool stuff. Keep an eye out for it. Another thing is this. If you're not gonna drink water, you can also drink carrot juice. And I'm allergic to carrots, so I can't drink this stuff. But Shawn can, and I'm not gonna force him to drink it. I was joking. I brought it in as a prop, so he would be scared I was gonna force him to drink some carrot juice. But let's dig in, guys. So on the Facebook side of things, let me know where you're at. What's up, Garrett? Garrett says, Carrot customer, have a nice amount of Google reviews. How can I best display those on the home page as close to the full as possible? I love it. Those questions like that, guys, keep sending those in because we're going to be going through and showing you examples. We're going to show you exactly how to do these things. Shawn's going to take over the computer here in a second. Pop those questions through Instagram, pop them through YouTube if you're there, and pop them through Facebook. But get off of Instagram if you want to see the really good stuff and go over to Facebook or YouTube. Find our channels on there because that's where we're going to switch over and show Shawn's screen here in a second. On Instagram, you won't be able to see it unless you like reading backwards. I might do this. That might work, but just go over to Facebook and Instagram, guys. Last thing before I turn it over to Shawn, we're going to start just showing you examples, and then we'll start answering questions. We'll show you in the back end of the system how to make these changes and how to do some customizations. My aim by the end of this is that you guys that are Carrot customers go away making some adjustments to your sites to stand out better. Okay, that's my aim with it. The next aim is if you just don't have the time to do this stuff, just like Tyler said the Concierge program is the bomb. Let us know. We can help you with this stuff. That's I'm going to be vulnerable and transparent on this. We had two customers that came to Carrot Camp last year, different Carrot Camps. Carrot Camp's coming up, dude.
Yeah, what, next week? Week and a half?
Week and a half away. Carrot Camp is a week and a half away, everybody. It's sold out. We're going to have an amazing time. But 2 Carrot Camp customers, both really experienced investors, in the same week hit us up. And one of them, both of them didn't know that you could do these customizations in our system to stand out while still retaining the high performance. But one of them was kind of lured away to a custom site. And I ran a page speed test on his custom site versus the Carrot site. And it's not even close. I mean, it's 9.5 times out of 10 when you're building a custom WordPress site, you doing or a web developer doing it, the page load speed is going to be really, really low compared to what we've got because of our tech stack. And just all these other elements, you're going to lose these performance elements by doing that. But he didn't know that you could build something that looks amazing and isn't custom, but is a highly personalized version of Carrot. So the other guy, Tim, same thing. We brought him on, hopped on a call with him, showed him these websites, some of the websites we're going to show you. He's like, man, those look amazing. That's what I'm looking for. I don't need to go custom. I still want the high performance from Carrot. I want the crazy fast load time. I don't want to have to worry about whether my system or the website's secure or whether it's loading fast as mobile technology changes in a year or 2 years because Carrot does all that. I just want a thing that stands out, continues to convert good, and gives me an edge in SEO, which we are the best in the business for that. So if you guys have any questions on the Concierge side, let us know, hit us up. We can work with you on that. But let's bring up Shawn's computer, and what do you think, man? We'll just kind of buzz through some of these, showing some elements.
I think we just go through a couple of them and show them some parts that really help build credibility for them.
Cool. And then we'll answer questions, and we'll take you guys to the back end of the system to show you how to do some of it if you're curious. That should be logged into my account, I think. We'll pull it up. Cool. So this is all you, man. So walk through these pieces.
This one right here, like you're talking about, where to put your Google reviews, give you a bunch of them. We now you can randomize your testimonials. So you can actually put this right up here in the credibility bar, which released a year and a half ago now. And you'll see that right in here. This one doesn't have the actual Google logo, but a lot of times there'll be a logo right there with it or an image, and right there, right at the top of the fold, so you get exactly what you're looking for there, Garrett. And yeah, if you need help with that kind of stuff, you can always hop into support and we'll help you out too.
And there's some other ways. Actually, bring up, just while I'm on this, man, bring up Krista's website, Krista Make Sure, and let's do another one. Bring up the one in Baltimore, Craig Reich. The reason we want to show you these ones, guys, so go to the testimonials page, if you could please. And here's one way right here, Garrett, is We even did this on her site where if you take screenshots, or you can even go to Google, like literally go to Google Images and type in like Google 5-star review, Facebook 4.5-star review image, things like that. What you'll likely find are images that you can possibly use. I'm not a legal expert, so if you end up getting bit by a company that says you used it and you weren't supposed to use it, I'm sorry, that's on you. But make sure that you find one that you can use. But just go to Google and like literally Google Images, Facebook 4.5-star review badge or whatever, and find it. And that's all that we did, was whatever her reviews were. We grabbed some images. Those are just static images. So if she ends up getting more and more reviews or the thing changes, I mean, she'd have to swap it out. But at least when you go to the testimonials page, the credibility profile is way bigger. And then up top, she had so many testimonials. We put 46 combined reviews. It's a lot more than that now, but that's one way to do it that works.
Yeah, for sure. And she has a ton of reviews, and they're just laid out all the way down the screen. And also we link out to hers.
Ah, that's right.
So they can link out and actually go to your profiles, which if they're on your profiles, they might also like you, or you can move on and get more call to action with them for them to follow you. That's
a big one. I'm glad you brought that up, Shawn, because a lot of people, when you think about credibility, when you think about what people are doing when they're searching and making a decision, a lot of people have skepticism. And so you'll find, if you look at a heat map on those types of credibility elements, you'll see people clicking on those credibility elements if you look at a heat map. And that's because they're curious. Is this real? Let me click and see what their actual reviews are. So do exactly what Shawn mentioned. Make those clickable so it goes to your Zillow, goes to your Google reviews, Facebook reviews in a new window. Not the same window. You don't want to take them away from your website. It needs to pop up in a new window or tab or whatever.
Yes, definitely a new window for sure. And once again, if you don't know how to do it, feel free just to ask our support, and we are here to make you successful. So here's another agent site, and this is right on their homepage. They've got the reviews for Zillow and Facebook, and then also their overall brokerage. So they get all the elements they need as an agent, all right there at the top of the screen.
And then pull up, here's another kind of quick hack you can do, Garrett and anybody else watching this. Pull up Craig's site. I think if you start typing CR, I think it's like ingrained into my, maybe not, or CR of Maryland or whatever. So Craig Wright is one of the largest home buyers in all of Maryland, might be the largest, and he's a real estate agent. And so that's their what's the other one? I think it's
agent site.
Yeah, I can't remember what the domain for it is. It is where'd it go? We'll find it. I'll find the URL here. CR. I'll pull it up, man. If you want to show other ones, I'll find that one because it's a good example too.
Yeah, it is. It has some great ones. And that was one of the first concierge sites we did.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, right. Once again, you just keep credibility right there at the top of the fold, and then you also you put it throughout as you go down also. So this one, it's 3 steps, which people want to know how the process works for investors. So it's an easy way to display those without a ton of reading, and then building in personal stuff like this individual is a veteran. We just thank them for their service also, but it has. Very proud of that. So we have that on there, and it just builds the credibility with that individual. You're connecting with them, and that's what you need to do to move your process forward, is connect with your potential sellers.
And all of these little things, we call them badges, right? Credibility badges, but all these little things kind of help to add that credibility profile. So you see the Zillow stuff, and you see the Better Business, and you see that they're a veteran, and any of those little badges. Even if you're on the local credibility piece, but maybe put it towards the bottom or somewhere where they're like, oh, they must be a legit business if they're in the chamber. Bring up this one, Shawn. Direct MD cash buyers. And the only reason I want to show this, guys, because I'm not a graphic designer. Okay, if you guys knew my graphic design capabilities, as far as it goes, there's a running joke here in the company that I'm really good at graphic design on Apple Keynote. Like all of my graphics are in Keynote, and I'll literally just like screenshot stuff, bring it over to Keynote, make some words, and screenshot that, and that's my image. But the reason I want to show this is in the right sidebar down there. We were talking with Craig, and they also had a lot of reviews in Google. And so we're going, man, we got to get these on the website. And you can do it the complicated way, which is try to find some sort of Google badge or image that does it dynamically or whatever. That'd be amazing. But I'm like, let's just get something up there. So I literally Googled his company. Let's see. I just want to see if it pulls up the reviews. Yeah, so do that. So do Google CR of Maryland, Baltimore, just to show people what. If you've got a bunch of Facebook reviews, bunch of Google reviews, Shawn's going to show you exactly what we did on this site for them. We just literally Googled whatever a prospect would search in, CR of Maryland, Baltimore, CR of Maryland reviews or whatever, and you can see what Shawn's showing there, the right side of the Google search. When you localize the search, you put in Baltimore, it shows the Google review thing. So they actually have a lot more reviews than when we took that screenshot. I just literally took a screenshot of that thing, threw it into the Carrot system, and we can show you guys where and how that happens later. But it's just really quick and easy. Then we linked to that. We linked to their reviews. And that helps a lot.
Yeah, and it's the little things that make you stand out in your area. So like Trevor was saying, if local chamber of commerce, it just tells them, well, they're dealing with a business organization that's right here. They're not across the nation. It just helps build you up in their mind.
I like it. Let's check out some others, guys. So there's that credibility badge. There's your reviews. Where can you put those things? There's a lot of places you can put them, y'all. There's other places that clients have put them as well. But Shawn's going to walk through some other things that we've been doing, or customers have been doing themselves in some cases, to better differentiate their site, to better stand out. So every site you're going to see is a Carrot site, even ones that maybe has some elements where you're like, how did that happen? How's that on there? Well, that's through our Concierge program. But in the future, I was talking with our brand new developer. We hired another amazing developer and a product manager we're looking for right now to help accelerate our product development. And one of the things that we're going to be doing is making these types of changes even easier for everybody to make. But right now, it kind of takes a little bit of code knowledge to do some of this stuff.
So this one, once again, you have a simple process using images and just small text just to get you through how it works. But then they go down and they have this section essentially about their commitment, what they do, their mission, which integrity, honesty, transparency, respect. Those are all things that the person who's trying to sell their home, part of their lifeblood or whatever, to somebody, they're like, oh, I want to work with these people because they're going to take care of it for me and respect me in the process. So building all those little things just helps. And they also are showing that they do a lot of community work with Habitat for Humanity. So they want that on their page because, once again, it just shows they're involved with their community, which people enjoy. Yep. And then back to testimonials. They say so much. And there's so many different ways you can actually display them on your sites. So this one it's full screen, but there's 3 separate sections in there. It was a real fun project, actually.
And one thing too, I want to make sure you guys know. So once again, on the Carrot side of things, that's one thing that we've always done is really focus on performance. And at the bottom of that page, you'll notice there's an opt-in form down there. So when we were the first couple of years of the business, we were running tons of split tests on this type of thing, and we discovered that, of course, most people don't scroll down past the hero section, which is the top. So you always have to have an opt-in box up top, because most people, probably 70% of people, won't really scroll down much past that. So you need to have a really clear call to action, really clear credibility. And you can see all in this quote unquote above the fold, you can see there's credibility, there's a crazy clear call to action, there's good, clean, clear branding. It's easy to get a hold of us. There's a phone number, there's a contact page, there's a Facebook link. Everything they need to take action is there. But then if they're still curious or they want more information, it's quick, simple clicks, sell my house, how it works, compare. And then if they still want information, they scroll down and they encounter the elements that Shawn showed, the credibility bars later down, more content, and then the opt-in box at the bottom. So you're kind of like sandwiching all of your content and all of your pages, opt-in box, content credibility, opt-in box. So make sure every single main page has an opt-in box on it somewhere. If it's a long piece of content, opt-in box on top and bottom.
Yep, and I'll be honest, sometimes if it's really long, because you have a lot of good stuff you're trying to share, we'll put one in the middle too, because nobody wants to scroll all the way to the back of the top or keep going to the bottom. It's right there for them. This one, I think it's Louisville.
And let me also, guys, because just the way that we're doing this technology-wise, if you were to look at these websites, they look a little bit different like this on your own normal browser. We kind of have to like stretch it out, aspect ratio stuff. So some of the stuff looks a little bit more stretched than it actually is on the website. It's our display technology.
Once again, quick little testimonial at the top. But what he has done is he has a great little video about himself and the company and how he works with people. Once again, people can connect with him right there. They see who they're talking with. They hear his tone, his voice, and he explains quickly what they do. So we don't want at the top, because our testing has also shown that the videos can be a distraction away from your forms, your CTA. But having it on there still and just further down, it allows people to still connect with you better.
Especially on mobile, right? And that's something we get that question a good bit, y'all, is hey, I want to put a video on my hero section, I want to put it up top, and those aren't bad things, but like Shawn said, it's if your main call to action is wrapped up and stuck in a video where they have to click it and listen to it, and the primary words that they need to move forward are stuck in a video, you're going to lower your conversion rate. Get the primary call to action in words so someone can read it really quick, take action, and then as they're exploring, as they're wanting to learn more, then that's where the videos come in.
Yeah, and videos are, with the technology these days, and even on the phone, people are watching more media than ever. So if you are comfortable or want to have somebody do one for you, they're a great benefit for sure to your site, credibility-wise.
So, dude, on that, this is really cool. So, Ben, our new developer, one of the things that we're always doing, guys, let me send this to you, Shawn. I'm going to send you this. Yeah, well, is it going to pop up? Is it going to be a pain in the butt if I Slack it to myself?
We can try it.
1 second, guys. The reason I want to show this is because, so will Slack come up on there? Never mind. You're good. Never mind.
Can we share that screen, Dave?
Well, I don't know. Not a huge deal.
Yeah.
What?
You have to slide it over.
Oh, I gotta slide it over. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen really quick, guys, and I'll switch it back over to Shawn. And the reason this is important is this. So Shawn brought up video. I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully you can see this okay. So Shawn brought up video in that YouTube video. And one of the things that you need to always be focusing on when you're doing any kind of online marketing is page load speed. So Google has said, of course, that the load time of your pages is important for not just conversion, right? Conversion, we'll bounce off of a website if it takes 2, 3, 4 seconds to load. Like 2, 3, okay, bounce. I'm going back to Google. But also, Google does look at page load time for SEO, for your actual ranking. It's not a huge part of the factors, but it's part of it. So if you're battling for that top 5 position and yours loads really slow, and all other factors are the same, you're gonna lose because your stuff is slow. And so one of the things that slows down websites oftentimes is we want to get videos on them for content, for credibility, all that stuff. But videos really can slow down a website, especially if you have 4, 5, 6 videos on the same page. It all has to load and da. So with the normal website, if you're putting a bunch of videos on your website, it's gonna be crazy slow. So Ben, our new developer, and we even made an update on this probably 4, 5, 6 months ago, but we're making another one. Is we're making it to where across our whole network, no matter how many videos you put on a page, we're going to be slashing down the amount of load time that it's going to take, even if you put a bunch of YouTube videos on there. The technical side of it is kind of complicated, but essentially, rather than loading, Shawn's a developer, so he's probably going to tell me to shut up. Do you know what I'm talking about here?
Essentially, what's going to happen is it's going to load more of an image than the entire video, so you're not having to load all the other information until you click on it, and then it'll play the video. So yeah, you're cutting out just a ton of extra script loading, and freeing up a ton of space really to load.
What Shawn said.
It'll all speed up, be a lot faster, nicer, and you'll definitely hear from us when that rolls out because it's going to be pretty awesome when it happens.
So what I'm showing here, and I'll bounce it back over to Shawn, is one of the clients I was chatting about. He pointed out a website that he liked in his market, and then I pulled up a page speed test on a default Carrot site. From this server, his Carrot site, which had a bunch of bigger images and just a lot of optimizations that could have been had. And then this other person that's not a Carrot site, a custom site, their website. Number one, I think it's going to convert lower, but also when you look at the tech stack, it's just far inferior of a tech stack. And this is how most custom sites end up being. So the default Carrot site beat all that because that's before you put on custom images and videos. And then the other main things that kind of had that one be a red versus this was just the images. There were some images that need compressed and things like that. So page load speed is a big deal, guys. And we work our butts off behind the scenes making sure that on the Carrot side, yours loads fast all the time. One of the other features to help them load fast is when you upload images to our system, we automatically compress them as far as we can compress that image anyway. So that helps with it too.
Yeah, no, images, even with the concierge sites, we have to go make sure our images are optimized totally because they do take up a lot of space and does slow down your speed for sure. Like Trevor says, we do compress the images and we do a really good job at it, but you can only compress it so far without losing quality. So it's a thin line there. So if you start with the right size image, the compression algorithm works a lot better.
Yep, I like it. Brady, can you show Shawn the screen again, please?
So this is one actually we just launched this week for this client.
Sweet.
And it has a whole bunch of fun credibility built in. While I go down to some of it, we've had lots of discussion with concierge sites on chat features. And they work really well if somebody's there to manage it and actually respond. If there's nobody there and it's just there, it's more of an annoyance. So you have to be very careful when you choose to do it. But some people are getting some great results using it because they can respond right then and there with the people.
Dude, so it's an annoyance and actually a credibility detractor if you've got that on and no one's answering. So that's such a great point Shawn brought up. If you have a live chat feature, have it on there when you're live, or turn it off when you're not on there.
Yeah, because like I said, it can detract for sure. Once again, 3 steps. This one has a little more detail, but still stays nice and clean. But going down, you've got a mini about section, which builds credibility, and sometimes it leads them over to the about page also, which if you need to learn more about the people you want to work with. But then it's got more testimonials split up differently. Like he says, the complaint about everybody's stuff looks the same. So finding different ways and doing different ways to break information up, once again, helps you stand out also.
Shawn, while we're talking about testimonials, I want to walk through, guys, what you guys can do with your testimonials to really make them stand out in a big way. Most testimonials that I end up seeing aren't really structured correctly. They're not really structured in a way that builds really good credibility. Shawn's going to bring up this one here, and this is actually a really good example. So if you use videos, if you're putting a video on your website, once again, they're going to start loading even faster. Our stuff loads crazy fast already. We're making them load even faster, like Shawn said. So rather than loading all these images or all the videos, it's basically going to load an image that looks like the video, but when you click it, then it loads. It's just going to load fast. But on this one, a mistake or an optimization potential I see a lot is people will just put the video there, and they'll say, Mark Blah, whatever, from Philadelphia. And they don't really give you any context for why I should watch the video. Why should I watch the video? So a really good frame of reference for you, or a framework, is always think about what are the objections or limiting beliefs that your prospects have about working with your service or working with an investor or an agent. And for an investor, it could be, well, they're probably going to lowball me, or is this real? Can they actually close that fast? Or for an agent, it's like, well, why should I work with you instead of my Aunt Betty, who's also an agent, right? So you always want to watch the video and go, okay, pull out that one sentence or that partial sentence that is going to case. CR of Maryland, bought my grandmother's home, we're all happy. So, okay, at least they're not axe murderers, they bought my grandma's home, she was good. So this one's good here. What limiting belief or objection is this one combating with the headline? It's time frame. Well, can they really close that fast, right? Everything was perfect. We settled in 10 days. That was the biggest shock of all. Man, so if I'm worried about the fact that can an investor really close that fast, and I see this and I watch her video, I'm like, man, they must really be legit. The next one is ease. Is this going to be way easier than working with an agent in this example, right? I was amazed. I didn't have to do anything. We got a fair offer. So that's another objection right there. So that headline points it out. So if I'm curious about that, I'm going to do that. On the agent side of things, we can probably pop up some agent ones. I don't know if these are going to be the best formatted ones or not, but we'll check them out. If not, we'll be able to give some feedback on them. Okay, so that one right there, I think the top one's great because a lot of agents are kind of all over the place, right? So she's always functional, excruciatingly patient, obsessively thorough, meticulously organized, warmly accommodating. I'm like, I really want my agent to be on top of stuff, and this gal looks like she is.
Oh, even savvy and hardworking individual.
Yeah, who advocates for her clients at every step. Like, awesome. She's not just going to be someone who's just going through the motion. She's really working hard for me. Such a great real estate agent. Yeah, it's like in general, it's just really backing up that she's a great person. Some upgrades, some improvements here, guys and gals, could be, I had it list like, One thing is, why should I list it with this agent? Like, it's just to get it on the MLS, right? And if you actually do get your property sold at a higher price, I would make sure that your testimonial shows that. Find a testimonial that talks about that. And the testimonial might literally say, I had it listed with another agent for 6 months. They couldn't sell it for X. Krista came in and listed it and sold it for exactly what I was looking to get it for. Definitely go with her and don't waste your time. Like, that'd be an amazing, amazing testimonial that eliminates an objection. Well, that's actually the right there. We followed her advice and we got the house for the price we wanted. Awesome. That's cool. The strategy, marketing, and pricing on the house we were spot on. I love it.
So yeah, definitely. Even if it's just a text one, pulling out a headline of it, it just draws people's attention to read the rest of it. Once again, the more time they spend on your site, the better connection they have with you. Whether they're trying to look right then or later, they're still getting information from you.
Mm-hmm. Go show, so one other thing with your testimonial formatting, show the Houston house buyers, show Jason's old site. I think it's just Houston, I've got it pulled up here, HoustonHouseBuyers.com. So HoustonHouseBuyers.com, one of the largest house buyers in all of Houston, they moved over from a custom site, y'all. So they moved over from a $15,000 really amazing looking custom site. 100 people out of 100 people, if I were to show you their old site versus the current one, 100 out of 100, I feel, maybe 98 out of 100, would have chose and said that their other site would have worked better. Okay, just because it's prettier, it looks different, it's like, it's just had all these fancy kind of things on it. But they switched fully over to the Carrot site about a year and a half ago after $40,000 a month in testing through Google pay-per-click. And they were driving a bunch of traffic to their custom site, to another site, another company on a market, and this one, all of their traffic goes over here. And then they engaged our services for search engine optimization in the marketplace, and they're ranked number 1, 2, 3 for a lot of their phrases in the Houston market now. But the reason I show this is your ideal testimonials are this. The format is this. First of all, have an amazing headline that combats an objection or limiting belief. That's the first thing. Yank out a headline out of the testimonial and show that, because you need to stop the scroll. Number 2 is show a picture. A picture is really going to help it stand out. Even a lot of the concierge sites we're working on, the people don't send us pictures.
Yeah. It's hard. It is hard to get pictures. You don't really necessarily think about it at the time, but it's something that we try to tell them even after they're done with the service to focus on is trying to get pictures of deals or even of the house. Because even the house helps. A person's better, or like a handshake or whatever is a lot better. But if you can get the house, it still helps out a ton.
Dude, I love it. So guys, do that. Make it a part of your process, whether you're an agent or an investor, make it a part of your process to make sure that you get pictures with this stuff. Like Shawn said, anything's better than nothing. Get a picture of the house if that's all you can get. A picture of the person's even better. A picture of the person in front of the house is awesome. A picture of the person in front of the house shaking your hand or hugging you or high-fiving you or doing whatever the heck is even better. And a video is even best, okay? So just get something there. And go back to one of the other sites where it shows you have a credibility bar with a testimonial up there. I think Bose has it. This one might have it too. Go up to the top. Can you guys imagine with this one here, he has a great testimonial there, but can you imagine putting a picture there? It would just so more bring you in, add realism to that testimonial, and make it even better. So really challenge your guys yourself to put pictures on your stuff.
Yeah, no, it definitely, like you was talking about the custom sites, they might look prettier because you have control over everything. They just don't function as well or load as fast. However, still pictures do so much for a site depending on what you're trying to go for, and because it sets an emotion and people connect with it. So the credibility even with the images can help a ton.
Dude, let's do this now. So guys, ask questions. We'll check them out. Mark Sewell, what's up, man? Mark Sewell, how critical is the about page? This is really big, right? Shawn, you take that one, man.
Yeah. Well, I think last testing, it's second spot people go. They go to the homepage and they'll go over there to find out more about you to make sure you're legit, make sure you're a real person. So let's see. I think Chris has it pretty built out.
Yeah. And that's one of the things whenever we build a site, like it could be our own. If you guys look at our own website, right? You look at carrot.com/about, we have really focused on our about page. We put real people on there, what the people do, our mission, why we do what we do. There's a video about our mission and why we do what we do. And we have a lot of people that say that they work with us because of that. You know, and we don't even, dude, I don't even think in our mission video we even say what we do. Like,
I don't believe we do.
We might show a picture of some websites, but I don't think in our mission video we even show it, we say what we do. It's because it's all about connection. And so we deploy the same strategy, or we want you guys to deploy the same strategy on your own websites. The first thing that would be amazing is if you can create a mission video. Here's who we are, here's what we're about, and here's really why we want to help you. That's the best, right? That's the best. And I'm not sure if we have any of those because a lot of people haven't really challenged themselves to make those.
I'm trying to think who does. But a picture of yourself alone,
Yep.
Or your team helps a ton because once again, they connect with the image in you, and if you're going to meet with them, they know who they're looking for. Because if you're going to look at someone's house, they're a little apprehensive. They have no idea who they're looking for. It's just some random person showing my house to look at it.
Yeah.
Like once you said, are they a murderer? You don't want that.
And this is good. So Shawn's showing this one. So Bo Hollis, he was at our last Carrot Camp, and Bo's coming out to the next one too. So he's going to be here this May. We have a bunch of returners coming out. And dude, I was texting back and forth with Brian Rockwell yesterday, and he's like, we're locking in. We're coming back in September. He was at our last 2 Carrot Camps ago, I think. And he's coming back again in September with his business partner. So if you guys are curious and want to make it to a Carrot Camp, we're going to be opening up the September Carrot Camp spots. I feel like I've got to like stand in a chair here because the way the browser is. We're going to be opening up the September Carrot Camp spots right after this Carrot Camp is done. And I think we're shooting for like September 9th and 10th, I think it is. But Bo went through the Concierge program. So after Carrot Camp, he dove in, we did Concierge, or maybe before, I don't remember. Right after. And one question a lot of people ask is they say, well, shoot, what if I don't want to put my family on there? Or what if I don't want to put my face on there? How do I still build credibility? The best thing you can do is humanize it, right? Humanize it. So put your picture, your family, whatever it is that's comfortable for you, whatever your actual branding, unique selling proposition is. But Bo's is like, he's just a friendly dude that knows his stuff and he wants to help you. And his family's a part of it. But some people are going, I'm afraid of me being the brand. First of all, there has to be humans behind it. Okay, it doesn't mean that you've got to be on the about page, but you have to show the human touch in some way. It could be your whole team. If it's just you, I don't care what it is. It could be a picture of a dog. Like, it doesn't matter. You have to show the human touch because people are just so looking for that connection with people in an age when a lot of people are just hiding behind a website. And Mark Sewell on here, that question that he asked about page, like Shawn said, the about page is always the top 3. It's always in the top 3 in our stats.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they're looking for is, does this company does it look like they can solve my problem? As soon as you look on the hero section, go, yeah, it looks like they buy houses, or yeah, it looks like they're an amazing real estate agent. Check, mental check. And then next they might go, well, how's it work? Well, so how's this thing, why is this agent better than the next one? Or if you're an investor, well, how's the process work? I'm not really familiar with how it works to sell my house directly. So they click the how it works page. And then next they're like, is this company legit? Who are these people? And that's where that about page comes in. So your about page is really important. You can definitely close many leads and deals without it. We have a lot of our sites that have gazillions of leads, and it's just our default about page. Where the problem is you're likely losing deals because you don't have a really good credibility profile. It's your lead to close ratio. If you get 100 leads and you're closing, I'm making this up, let's say that you're closing 20 into a transaction or 20 into a deal, maybe you could close 30 into a transaction or 30 into a deal if you dial in your credibility.
Yeah, sorry, back to I pulled up Bo's like when we were talking about it, but the image he has there of him and the client, they're both smiling, happy. Those are great to add to those testimonials also, to go on above and beyond. But I'm trying to find it. There's ones that they have their whole mission statement, core values, all listed on their about page, because then, once again, people get to connect with you. And I
think Craig's has that. Rockwell's has that, I know. Actually, stay there a minute at the top. So one really cool thing Shawn did on this one here, so this is one of his first concierge sites way back when, is you guys can, let's dive into the back end of the system and show people how to do this. If you guys want to do something really cool, what's up, Donnie? If you guys want to do something really cool that is an immediate visual change in your websites, what you can do is use your hero section better. By default, our home pages all have what we call a hero section. It's it's a part at the top of your website. It's where the forum is and all that. But one cool thing you can do is on any page in your website, except for blog posts, on any page, you can add a hero section. Every single page can have a hero section. Yeah, I think it's pulling off of our, yeah, it always does that when you log in. So then, yeah, you'll find it. So every page in your website can have a hero section. And so ways to kind of spice it up is add a hero section to your about page, or add a hero section to your how it works page, or add a hero section to whatever. And Shawn will show you how to do that. So that right there, Shawn added a hero section there. So that little strip of an image, it's just a hero section. This is a hero section. So Shawn, show people how to add a hero section, how to do that.
Okay, so when you're in your page editor on the page you want to add that hero section to, if there's not one already, you can scroll down past the main content and you'll get to this thing that says hero section, and there'll be a checkbox right here. That's all will be there. You click the checkbox, and then the rest of this will pop out and display. And you can put pretty much any content you want there. Like we said, we put a testimonial here, and then to set the image behind it, it's right over the feature image of the page, like for all of your other pages. So it's really easy to do. It just takes a couple minutes, and it really makes a difference on the how it looks on the end.
So go pull up Jason Bible's site there, because we did that on the How It Works page, or you did it. Go to How It Works. So actually here, this is a great example, right? So on the testimonials page, Shawn created a hero section there. And you can see how it just really spices up the page. It adds such a great element to it. So on this hero section, he put a great image back there. He put a testimonial. He put a picture of the person. Dude, that picture sets it off. Like,
It does for sure.
Can you imagine that testimonial without it?
Another fun one is the G Teams, actually, about page.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Guys, use those hero sections. They look really cool, and they're easy. You click a button, it turns it on, then you just choose the image you want back there. Dude, this one looks awesome.
So this one, well, obviously there's the image behind it, but the text is all actual text. It's not image of text. Just by changing sizes and stuff, you can make it look all sorts of different, and definitely stands out.
And that's a hero section. So there is a little bit of custom like stuff there, right?
Yeah, it's just, honestly, you go in there and you can select the words and change the height of the text. So it just puts everything off a little bit.
Cool. So this right here, like you can't in our system click and make the words look like that. But like Shawn said, if you have a little bit of knowledge on some CSS or HTML or whatever it is that you used, I'm just going to throw out as many acronyms as I can, making it sound like I know what I'm talking about on development. You can do that, okay? If you don't know how to do that, then you can find someone on Upwork possibly who can do that. Or if you want to go through our concierge system, our service can do that stuff for you. If you guys are curious about it, like what is this concierge thing? And this call is not to sell it, but the last thing in the world I want to do is give you guys all these amazing visions, but then make you feel like you don't know how to move it forward. Okay, if you can do this stuff, go do it. Like that's what this call is for. We want to show you guys inspiration on how you can stand out with your website, how you can build credibility, how you can not just get the carrot performance, but stand out in your market as well. But if you don't want to do that and you have a little bit of a budget, go to our marketplace or hit up our support team. So it's just carrot.com/marketplace. And we have services in there that can do some of this stuff for you. Or hit up our support team and say, hey, I'm interested in the concierge service. Just so you know, so there's not like a bait and switch here. It is a high level service. Our copywriter comes in, Shawn comes in and really dials in the design for you. Danny on our team or others are going to help with the call and strategy. And there's a bunch of stuff that happens behind the scenes. It's it starts at $2,500, but is a really, really, really good, amazing high value service compared to a custom site. I talked with a client the other day who got a custom site quote, and then he chose to work with us. The custom site's not going to perform as good. It's not going to have the page load speed. It's going to be long. It's going to be more expensive to create and more expensive to maintain over the long term, because someone's going to have to continue to update the plugins and continue to update all the security stuff. So the custom site was $5,000 to $6,000 to build. The concierge site for this particular client is probably going to be $3,500. So not only is it cheaper for them, but better results, better everything. So hit us up versus looking the custom route.
Yeah, and then so once again, it's just building their team. It's a team of, when we started with them, it was only 3 couples, and now there's actually a 4th couple. Well, there's one of the people there, but so you want to, like you said, you do want to update some stuff as you grow and build, because it's good to have fresh content up there. But the about page, like that was a great question. It's very necessary to build that out, just because it attaches so much credibility to you. Besides the other things, all these pieces work together to get you where you want to go.
Any other questions, guys? What's up, Tyler? What's up, man? Donnie McGordy, what's up, dude? I know there were some other questions on here that were popping through. What's up, Ramon? Ramon says, we launched a podcast. Thanks for the inspiration from the Carrot Cast. I love it, dude. Thank you, man. You've been crushing, man. It's always fun watching you. Appreciate you.
Yeah. We did. We can show it again.
The Google reviews one. So.
Yeah, we showed reviews up in the credibility bar. That's the first one we started with.
Yeah. And that's what, while Shawn's pulling up, we'll show some other examples. I'll condense the stuff. Actually, let's do this, Brady. If you can link this up, man. The article that we created, the 13 ways to customize your Carrot site. Guys, we'll link that up in the Facebook thread. If you're listening to this on iTunes, we'll link it up in the show notes. Just go to our website for this. If you're listening to this YouTube, same thing. I don't know where it's going to be. It'll be everywhere. But there's a blog post. If you go to carrot.com/blog, there's going to be a blog post there, and I think it's 13 I love it. 13 changes to differentiate your Carrot website in under 10 minutes, okay? So it's 13 different changes. They're all under 10-minute changes. Some of them are just like literally a click and it happens. We'll link that up. It'll give you some good action items. You can send that to the person on your team that does it, or you can go through and do it. Or like I said, we have the service that can do this stuff for you. Our aim, though, is just to give you all the options. You want to do it yourself? Amazing. You guys go do it yourself. You don't have time to do it? Awesome. We can do it for you. Yeah, that site looks good, man.
Yeah, no, I was very happy with how it turned out. It was fun on the call. He was very thankful. And I told him I was a little partial to it myself.
Yeah, but it looks good. I like it. The images, so here's a great example, right? The image on the hero section is really important, and also the logo. One thing that I'll see sometimes is I'll be working with a client, and I know they're legit, but their logo doesn't look legit. Their logo's really pixelated, and it just kind of looks old, and it looks like I made it on Keynote. Actually, I could probably make a better logo on Keynote than some of the ones I've seen.
They use Paint for it.
That's right, Microsoft Paint. But that's a big deal because your logo is the first impression that people are going to see on your website, and you want it to, it doesn't have to be fancy. Like, it just has to be clean and clear. That's it, just like clean and clear. That's all. Like, even on this logo, even if that RC circle thing was gone, that would be an amazing logo. Like, get rid of the RC circle thing and it'd still be a great logo. So the next thing is that their eye is going to be grabbed to attention-wise is going to be the hero section. And you can see the way that our hero sections are set up. I call it the 5-second grunt test. If you were to like blur your eyes out or cross your eyes or whatever looking at this page, I'm doing it right now on the TV in front of me, where does your eye get drawn to? It immediately gets drawn to the opt-in box, because the opt-in box is a very, very different color from the hero section. It's kind of offset, you know, a little bit below the top of the credibility bar, which kind of looks cool too. The image back there isn't an image that's competing against the opt-in box. Shawn picked a really good image, and it's clear. The image is clear. That's another thing I'll see on a lot of websites that reduces your credibility, is just a really crappy image in there. It's either way too big and you're only seeing a part of it, or it's not clear. And Shawn, I don't even know if we do, this would be a good tutorial. Do we actually have a tutorial on how to make sure your image looks good in a hero? Or how to, like...
I don't think we do, actually.
How do you do it?
How do I do it?
I know how to do it. Whenever I need to do it, I send it to Shawn and say, hey, Shawn, can you make this hero image look good? I don't know how he does it, though.
So easy thing I do, just as a rule of thumb, is I try to get an image that's essentially 1920 pixels by 800 pixels, which you're like, how do I find that out? That's another story altogether. But that's a nice thing because it fits most computer screens these days across the width, so it doesn't have to enlarge it and blow it up. Mm-hmm. Anything over height-wise, it doesn't matter because it gets cut off. You just want to get wide enough so you don't have to actually enlarge the image with the computer. Gotcha. Because that's when it starts to get blurry and hazy and pixelated.
Dude, let's do this, man. So Garrett, who's been on here the whole time, Mark says your heroes. Do we have a few minutes, like, to just kind of tweak some of these people's sites? Just a couple little elements. Let's do it. So go to Pop Homebuyers. And so Garrett heard our thing about taking a screenshot of the Google review thing, and he says, does this look like crap? Now, I don't think it looks like crap. It does. It can look way better. Definitely can look way better, but it doesn't look like crap. So what do we do there, man? What do you think we can do, or what should we do?
Let's take a look at it.
Cool. While Sean's pulling up, one thing that I'm looking at here, Garrett, and I've got yours pulled up on a different computer screen. So those of you that are watching the live stream, you can see Sean's screen right now. The first thing that I always like to look at is, especially on a mobile device, like I'm shrinking this down on my computer, and those words would be crazy hard to read on those screenshots that you've got from the Google review thingy. So I would really focus on what is simpler to read, what's bigger, and I would probably not show all those there. But you could take an individual, like this is one thing you could do, and I've done this before. You could take an individual screenshot of the best testimonials from Zillow, from Facebook, from Google, from Better Business Bureau. You could take the best testimonials, you could screenshot those bad boys, and you put those in your testimonials engine. Because I've found that the believability in a testimonial when you screenshot a social media post actually increases versus just copying and pasting text in, because people can see, oh, it's Marcia, and she's rating it 5 stars, and it's from Facebook. That must be a real person who posted that. You can't make that up, right? So there's some things you can do there.
Yeah, so what I'd suggest doing is, instead of having all of these right here, because, well, oh, by the way, most people know this, I don't use Macs, and that's what I'm in front of right now. So I'm pushing buttons, and they're doing what I don't expect them to do. So let me pull that back up on the...
This is Sean's test, guys. Once a month, I'm trying to get him to be a Mac user, so like once a month I'm going to force him to use a Mac, so he might eventually switch over to a Mac. We'll see.
So you got 3 separate images here. What I would, like he said, cut a piece out, is just grab either, it's probably...
Let's do this. I'll take a screenshot, I'll upload it in there, and then you can do the magic on the thing.
Is just have one of those, not all those, because you can't read them, and the link goes out, which is fine, but you want somebody to be able to actually just read it right then and there and not have to work hard to do it. Otherwise, they'll just skip on or go back. Mm-hmm. People are lazy. They just want to get the information they want and move on. So making them work for it. But the idea and the concept is great. You got the over 30 5-star Google reviews. So now just like pick one, or just even if you just got the stars, like pop home buyers and the 5 stars there, mm-hmm. and screenshot and put that there, would work great too.
I love it. And what I'm doing on the other end, Mark, here is I am screenshotting some of this stuff. And one little tip on it too is when you're uploading your images, make sure to title your images something that someone might type in Google, because I've looked up investors before where Google shows like the image, shows a few images when you search XYZ company name reviews. You can actually control what shows up there. So title your images, their reviews, title it like literally pop home buyers, insert location reviews. You might actually start to see that pop up and have an image section when people Google your name plus word reviews. So on this image, you can't see it on my screen, but I'm uploading it to your account. Shawn will show it here in a second. I just took a screenshot of one of your testimonials and I titled it a good title. So that way it has a chance of possibly showing up in Google for pop home buyers reviews. So I'm gonna grab a few others, and then just like Shawn had instructed, then we're gonna just take a screenshot of pop home buyers 5 stars. So it looks like you've got 33 reviews. That's awesome. That's crazy cool. So pop home buyers, what location are they in? And what does POP stand for, man? Oh, New Jersey. You got to tell us, what's POP stand for? I'm curious. So New Jersey. Okay, cool. So I'm going to title this image Pop Home Buyers New Jersey Reviews. Okay, so that one's Pop Home Buyers New Jersey Reviews.
Also, when you do the images and add them to your site, in the media, add media area, you can add alt text, mm-hmm. which also helps with the searchability for you. You want to have alt tags for all of your images.
I like it. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a couple of these here, Garrett. I think this is your site, and you can do the rest. You know, or you'll see what we're talking about. Shawn will show it on his screen here in a bit. I can't type. Okay, so I've got 3 up there. Two just straight up screenshots of testimonials. We'll put those ones probably just like in the testimonials page. And then Shawn will grab I put in just a screenshot of your pop home buyers 5-star thing. So I don't know where that goes. If there's a sidebar or on the, I don't know, who knows? We'll figure that out. And then let me see what else. Like that's a cool thing right there because you have so much credibility there. Garrett, lots of testimonials, man. I would leverage the heck out of those testimonials in your website. First of all, those all that have like actual words that are good words, those all need to go into your testimonials area. So Michael Cross, this one shows, I had a home in poor condition. It was just too much for me to manage. I called this company and they purchased it from me. The deal was fair and I'm happy the house is out of my hands. Thank you. That'd be an amazing one. And take the headline and make it say, you know, I had a home in poor condition. It was just too much for me to manage. That'd be an amazing headline. Or another headline for the same one could be, the deal was fair and I'm happy the house is out of my hands. Either one of those would be amazing.
So let's take a look at this now. Give me 1 second to pull it up.
So this is the benefit, everybody, of showing up live, where you have the chance, when Shawn's on here, you have the chance to get your website worked on a little bit.
So see, now you can easily read that review right off the bat. You see it is, yes, it's obviously a screenshot, but you can read it there. It says how many stars they gave you, and then you can still click on it and go straight to those Google ones. One thing I didn't check was to see if it's opening another tab though. So let's go take a look at that. So it doesn't take you away from them away from your site, because it's not helpful. You disappear.
And then the next thing is, I notice you haven't swapped out your hero image yet. Definitely get a new picture there, because you've just got the default image there. That's another way to stand out. And also, I'm not sure what plan you're on. Dude, after we get this part done, go to the design tab, because, hey, y'all, please listen to me on this. We were looking at our stats the other day. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's something like 80. I ripped out my mic. 1 sec. Hold on. I'll just put it on the front. You can't see my body
Obviously,
anyway,
he's excited about this one, so just bear with us for a second.
Yes, it's exciting. So something like 85%, of all websites have this default design on them. Like, one of the best ways to differentiate is Google search in your market. Sell my house fast, insert any city, insert your city, or
let's just do it real quick.
Or best real estate agents in, insert your city. So Shawn will do this. This is what we do on the concierge side. I'm gonna have to stand up again, guys. I feel like my calves are gonna be like huge. Is there any way to make that smaller or something? So I don't know what we do. But that's what we do on the concierge side. Is we Google those phrases in that market. We see what other Carrot members or non-Carrot members, what their sites look like, and then we choose a design to start with that just looks different.
How do you open a new tab?
A new tab?
Do you hit Control and click? Or?
Oh, I think it's Control. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so of course.
And this is why I haven't switched to an Apple yet, because I just don't know how to use it.
Oh my gosh, It took me a little bit to do it the first couple times. And of course, a hunk of these aren't going to be Carrot sites, but I think like a third to half of them in this particular market are.
I think so too, looking at those names.
Yeah, not all these ones we're clicking are, but that's the thing. We're not just looking for Carrot sites, guys. We're looking for any site, and we're looking to go, okay, how do we just make this site stand out from all of them? If hardly any of them have reviews, awesome. I'm doubling down on reviews. I'm going to beat them all in reviews. If hardly any of them are great on mobile, amazing. You're already going to be awesome on mobile. So these are all Carrot sites. They're all using different designs, but you can make yours look different. Like, that's a cool thing. So all those sites look different in that market. That's a good thing. You can just pick any design, and you're going to look great then.
So what he's talking about picking design. So when you're design side of Carrot, you've got up here, you got previewing designs, and you can change and click from the other themes we have. Like he was talking about, there's Hemlock right here, which is only for advanced marketers, so you actually have to have that plan of ours to use it. It's a gorgeous, clean theme. It's great. One I didn't actually see in the New Jersey market is Juniper in those ones we looked at.
Yep.
So it might be a great choice to hop on that one, switch it up. But yeah, so you've got these different themes that you can look at, and you can preview them before you actually choose one, so you don't change everything. So that's what it'd look like if we switched to that. So you can look at it before you do all those changes. I'm not going to save them for you. We'll let you choose what you want there, but.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that's a great, easy way. Thanks for asking about what you did. So we can look at that. But yeah, if you just have one there, that way they can read that one and still have access to your Google reviews, but they can go look at more on your testimonial page also.
Cool.
And it looks like Trevor's adding an actual testimonial, this one, or Michael Cross for you to yours.
Yep. I'm going to add that puppy in there, and I'm going to go ahead and, once again, you can't see what I'm doing. We're just showing Shawn's screen right now. But one thing I noticed too there, Garrett, was your testimonials. So Shawn, if you can pull up where people add testimonials, just show them that.
Oh, okay.
And, oh yeah, there we go, you're showing. So testimonials are right there. So go in the content section. And then what I did, Garrett, is I went in there and deleted the default testimonial, and I just added a new one in there. And in this case, all I did was this. In this case, I just took your screenshot of that testimonial. I put a headline at the top. Once again, I pulled out kind of that sexy nugget that blasts through a limiting belief or objection. And then I put their name on it, and then it ends up in your testimonials page. So the reason I usually don't do images for testimonials is this reason right here, that it gets hard to read them. So let's do this.
Yeah, it worked on the homepage just like that because you've got the full width there in that credibility bar. But yeah, inside here, it'd probably be better even if you still have the image of it, but you also type out the whole thing so people can read it at the appropriate font size.
Yep.
It also, if you notice, when you add the testimonials, it'll add to your sidebar. Not on the testimonial page, but on the other pages. So it shows up right over here.
And you can add testimonials anywhere. Like there's a little testimonial short code that you can add testimonials anywhere, anywhere on the website at all that you want to.
And like recently, I mentioned earlier, our dev team put in a random function. So it'll randomly pull a testimonial for you.
Yeah.
Now, instead of it just being whatever the latest testimonial was, which makes it nice that not all the pages will have the exact same testimonial.
I love it.
Got a good question on Facebook.
Yep.
When it comes to reviews, some of the best reviews are via video. The best option is just add to the YouTube video or capture those another way.
Do you want to pull that up?
Yeah, let me pull that up.
They're asking should they add the YouTube video
'Kay.
testimonials to the website.
Rodrigo, what's up, man? So when it comes to reviews, some of our best reviews of video, the best option to add the YouTube video or capture those another way. Yes. Pull up, we had...
Craig has a bunch of
Yeah, Craig has a bunch. There's a lot of our clients that do videos a lot. So Craig, Nexus Home Buyers, and there's a ton of video reviews. And yes, so here's kind of my order, Rodrigo, of ideal testimonial format in order of credibility that it'll build. First of all, video's number one, because someone can see, they can hear, they can see the scenario, the context of the whole thing. They can see it's a real person. They can hear the voice coming out from that person. That's the best, for sure. Number two is a written testimonial with a picture of the person's house, to whatever it is. Number three is a written testimonial with no picture. Number four is, I don't know.
Well, the only other one I've seen, we were talking about earlier before we started, is there's someone who does audio testimonials. I'll be honest, we haven't done any testing on it, but I would say to mix them throughout. Say you're driving, not that you should use your phone while driving a vehicle or if you're traveling, but you can just click on it, not have to look at your screen, but you can listen to what this person's saying about them. So I guess they could definitely work, but like I said, there's been no actual testing on it. But the mixture alone, I think a good mixture works out the best, personally.
Yep. And the one reason that we would suggest people in the past potentially not do videos, here's two reasons. Number one, the video doesn't have to be professional. It could literally just be with your cell phone and not fancy. No edit. You could have no editing on it too. It could just be with your cell phone. If you wanted to do something, you could do it better. But it was because people would have like 100 videos on a page and it would just load crazy slow. But we made a couple improvements about 6 months to a year ago. And then for those of you who are just joining the thread, we're making another improvement now. It might already be done. I don't remember. They said that they're
testing,
working on it this week, to where when you put videos on a page now, or will be probably by next week, it's going to make the load time of it, no matter how many videos you have, and they're way faster than any other website out there, except for like other carrot sites will also have this benefit. It won't load all the videos at once. It's just going to load like an image that looks like a video, and then when you click on it, then it will just load that one video. So yeah, Rodrigo, add videos, man, to your heart's content. Just make sure, like Craig's has here, you need to always put a headline above the video so people have context for why they should care about clicking it. That's the biggest mistake I see with videos, like I talked about before, is people just put a video there and there's no headline. Like there needs to be a headline that grabs me as a seller, as a buyer, and says, why should I care to click this? I've got these objections in my mind. I'm finding reasons why not to work with you. I'm finding reasons why I should work with you. Make sure your headline gives me reasons to dive in deeper. Just like this.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I was talking to her about this earlier also. I don't like just watching videos, so if I don't know what it's about, I'm not just going to watch it. I want some sort of headline to tell me what I'm going to be looking at. Otherwise, I'll just skip on past it. You do the same thing on Facebook all the time. You scroll. If there's nothing, you have no idea what it is, you just keep going past it.
Yep. Garrett says, yeah, looking at these, I need to upgrade to the premium design. Get it, man. So you also show the back end of the site. Now you guys are going to see some. I'm logged into my super admin account, which means there's some things that you see that you won't see in your account. But essentially, what you get for the advanced marketer plan is this. It's not just an upgrade to unlock a new design. It's also an upgrade to unlock a lot of other features. So it unlocks our advanced marketer content feature. So if you're on the Content Pro plan, you already get 12 articles a month that you can automatically schedule up and use our content marketing tool. You basically say, hey, I want to schedule this content pack. Pull up just content.carrot.com, or I'm not sure if they're on the Content Pro plan. But that's one thing that the Advanced Marketer plan unlocks. Is it unlocks 12 more premium articles a month, 4 on buyers, 4 on sellers, for agents and investors, 4 on buyers, 4 on sellers, and a floating topic. It could be land this month, it could be notes, it could be whatever. And we're making a big improvement to this system that should be rolled out here in the month of May. But on the advanced marketer side, we give you longer articles, and all of them include images, and a lot fewer people are going to use them. So that alone, if you're already on the Content Pro plan, that's $100 a month. It's only $50 a month extra to go to advanced marketer. It's $149 a month. That alone is worth probably $300 to $600 a month alone just for unlocking those articles. The next thing you get on advanced marketer is on the SEO. I'll head back to the dashboard. Back on your dashboard and go up to like the main dashboard so it shows the nice, clean, cool looking stuff. It unlocks more keywords that you can track. So on the Content Pro plan, you can track up to 3 keywords, and the reason that's important is when you're just getting going, we suggest you track just a few keywords. Okay, and once again, the screen right now, guys, that's not how our UI, our user interface looks. It's just the way we have to display it on the screen. It's not usually that spread out. Our Wi-Fi is dragging right now. But basically, keywords. When you're just starting out, we suggest you just track your three main keywords you're going after. Okay, it could be sell my house fast, insert city, it could be whatever. For agents, it could be real estate agents in insert city or whatever it is. Okay, we suggest you just track 3 to start. But then as you're building location pages and as you're doing things like that, you should be tracking the ranking of all of your location pages. And so with Advanced Marketer, you go from 3 keywords you can track per site to 20 keywords you can track per site. So all those location landing pages you're creating, put those all into the ranking tracker, a bunch of other things. So it unlocks more of those. Campaigns are unlimited in the Advanced Marketer plan. So if you're doing any Google AdWords or Facebook ads or even just posting things on social media in Facebook, do it through campaigns. Campaigns allows you to create tracking links. You can create these special tracking links, use those in your stuff. So our system will tell you, hey, this link, this specific ad in Facebook is the one that's working for you. It also unlocks some other stuff, but
you have to ask us to find out.
It's magic. You just have to move over that. And it unlocks the hemlock design.
Yeah, the hemlock theme is just nice and clean.
Yep.
I don't know if we're getting close, but how, if they are interested in the concierge, how do we want them to reach out to us? It's because normally you should just go through support and ask, and they'll get you in contact with one of the sales guys who will talk you through and see if it's a good fit for you. Because we don't want you to come and do it if we don't feel it'll help you. We want to help you out. So there is a process in doing it, but you're definitely welcome to come talk to us about it for sure.
That's the exact way. Reach out to support. And like I said, y'all, we have multiple services to help you. We have a quick start, which is just a couple $100. That doesn't include us doing all these fancy elements. Doesn't include us, our copywriter coming in. That's basically us kind of doing the grunt work for you, right? Like you giving us our logo, you giving us your testimonials, your about page copy, some images. Our team will just take those and get them on your site for you. It's kind of doing the grunt work. You're buying time at that point. You're not buying strategy. So then on the concierge side, you're buying time and strategy. Okay. On the concierge side, you're not having to dive in and do all this work yourself, but you're also getting our strategists to come in, our copywriters to come in, and our web design team to come in and dial that stuff in for you. So that starts at $2,500. But once again, you get so much. You get a bunch of content written. You get 10 location landing pages that we write for you and launch. You get all of the content personalized for you. You get more these more custom looking design elements that can go on your site and make your carrot site stand out. And you get to work with Shawn too, so that alone is worth at least $2,500.
Yeah, I totally agree. Actually, no, it's everybody else that you get to work with. Honestly, their whole team does a great job. And it's a blast.
That's right. So we'll answer another question or two, then we'll bounce. So Tyler Austin says, we use campaigns to track where our buyers are clicking on our properties from SMS, email, or Facebook pages. I love it. So Shawn, pull up the campaigns tab actually, so people know. And if you guys are not using this feature, you need to. If you're not tracking what parts of your marketing are working, then you probably don't know what parts of your marketing are working. You're probably wasting a bunch of time and money. And so with Tyler, he says with their buyers, they use it. And let's just go make a fake link here. So you're going to get a fake link here, Garrett. Congratulations, you get a fake tracking link. Don't use it for anything. So the first thing that you would do, I don't know what that is, man.
I don't know either.
There we go. The first thing that you do is just name it, right? So whatever you would name it, doesn't matter. It could be Facebook ad one, or Facebook post XYZ property. Like let's say you're a real estate agent and it's a property that you're wanting to post on Facebook, and you want to know how well that's performing for you, this Facebook post. You would do that right there. You'd be like Facebook ad 123 North Street or whatever. Facebook post, organic post 123 North Street. And that's a perfect example. Pull a property. He's not gonna have any properties, but if you had properties on here, then our system is gonna pull up all of the actual properties that you've got on there, post it into our system. It doesn't pull them from IDX, it doesn't pull them from MLS, but it does post the properties. So just grab a page or something like that. So our system will grab the page, and then you would just select the link, and our internet's slowing down here, guys, just because we're streaming. You'd select the page, you'd say type, and then the type would be, is this an email? Is this a classified ad? Is it pay-per-click? Is it a banner ad? Is it whatever, social share? And then the source is Facebook, Yahoo, Bing, Craigslist, things like that, okay? So once you do that, it's gonna create this little link for you, and you use that link to then have people go click through, and then we're gonna be able to track you how many people clicked it, how many leads came from that, so you know, hey, this Facebook posting turned into this many leads, or this Facebook ad turned into this many leads, or this Craigslist ad turned into this many leads. So definitely use that. Thanks, Austin. Garrett, also listening to your podcast and being in the community inspired me to get health together. Lost 80 pounds so far. What?
Awesome,
dude. Garrett, I'm gonna DM you, dude. I want to get your mailing address. I'm gonna pop you something in the mail, man. So I'm DMing you right now. All right. I want to celebrate that with you. All right, buddy. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you sharing that in a big way. Thank you. That right there is what pumps me up personally, anyway. Where, of course, we help you guys generate leads. We help you guys build a business that's more consistent, more predictable, more profitable, so you can do, like what I say, unlock that freedom, flexibility, finances, and impact. But for me, it's like lead gen, SEO, conversion rate, all that stuff is just like our gateway to wedge our foot in the door to work with people, to work with entrepreneurs, so we can help you live a greater life, make a bigger impact. And that to me is what pumps me up, man. That is crazy. So awesome, man. Tyler says that the campaigns tool is good for split testing Craigslist ads. So you can do one ad with one link, so that's Craigslist ad number 1, and then you create another campaign link, Craigslist ad number 2, and then like Tyler's saying, you test them out to see which one's driving more clicks. Then that's really smart, man. I love it. This right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's do it, man. Shawn's got a little cool announcement we rolled out. We're always improving things. We have a lot of things we're rolling out in the coming months and coming weeks.
Is it just Carrot University?
Yep. Oh, is it carrotuniversity.com? I can't remember if we own that.
I thought we got it.
Do we? Guess we'll see.
Nope, guess not.
I think we do own it, actually. We just haven't done a redirect on it. We own 1 million domain names. We just don't know which ones we own.
Yeah, I don't know where to put it. I was just going to show a link about it.
Well, I think it might be carrot.com/university. So we're rolling out, it's just carrot.com/university. So carrot.com/university, y'all. We'll show it on our screen here in a second. but this is rolling out and brand new as of today.
I think they're thinking about today.
Today, brand new. So Shawn, throwing you under the bus here, but what is Carrot University? You weren't a part of making it, so I'm curious.
My understanding of it is, but I actually set up like essentially courses for you over different topics. The first one that we're launching with it is SEO. It's to help you really go through and learn and dial in SEO and just even understand a lot of the concepts behind it. So that's my understanding of it. We're just like we've been doing for years. We're trying to create knowledge for you to move forward, and so it's awesome that we can do this, that we have the ability to help you guys out, and it's fun. And like we love hearing stories, like even about the personal stories. Losing 80 pounds, that is awesome.
It's huge.
Your deals, we love hearing about your deals. So when you guys get deals, please just reach out to support, send us an email or anything. We just want to hear about your successes so we can celebrate with you. And Carrot University is just another thing that we're building to help you guys grow.
And there's going to be PPC in there, PPC 101, Google Paper, there'll be Facebook in there. There'll be topics outside of just lead gen eventually, wholesaling 101, house flipping 101, land flipping 101, real estate agent 101, all that kind of stuff. So what the context of Carrot University is it builds upon our premium trainings, right? So we have the 3 lead per day training, which is just like, that's the 201 and the 301, okay? 3 lead per day is 201 and 301. That's your advanced and stuff like that. This basically curates our best articles that are on our website into more of a course, a cohort that you can go through and learn the basics of SEO. And we're going to be doing the same thing on all the other topics too, which I'm excited about.
That was a better definition. Good job.
Dude, yours was really good, man. You did a good job BSing through it. It was really good.
I do it again.
So that's about it, guys. If there's no other questions, I'm pumped about it. Shawn, yeah, we definitely need to do this like at least once a month.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be fun, and we'll find new stuff to do. And so also, think about your questions. Do we talk about the topics ahead of time? I don't.
We should.
I don't even know. If we don't,
we should.
If you pipe your stuff through, we can even keep track of those, and we're on these calls. We can discuss those things.
Use Ask Carrot, guys. Hashtag Ask Carrot, hashtag Ask Carrot. Let us know what you took away from this call, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube. If you're on the podcast, we want to know what you guys took away from this call as well. So go to the Instagram or Facebook, hashtag Ask Carrot, all one word, and let us know what we'll do. We haven't done this in the past, but we're going to do it this time. What we'll do is we'll randomly draw a person who hashtags Ask Carrot between now and the next Ask Carrot. So 1 week from now, we'll randomly grab someone there. So you have time if you're listening to this on the podcast too. And we're going to give you something. We might give you one of our brand new Carrot t-shirts with the new logo on them. We might give you something else. It could be a book. I won't promise you what it is, but I can promise you're going to get something physical in the mail from Carrot, and it'll be cool. You'll like it. You might get one of these. I don't know. We'll see. But hashtag Ask Carrot. Do that on Instagram or Facebook. Let us know what your biggest takeaway was. An even better bonus is screenshot or take a picture of this video and add that to it. We'll pick someone randomly and give you guys a prize, ship it to your mailbox. Awesome. Aaron says, so excited for SEO 101. Aaron, we would love the feedback on it too. So what we decided to do this first run around on it is we wanted to launch just a curation of our best SEO articles on our website. As we go, what we're going to be doing is making them a better like more makes sense. Do this first, then this, then this, then this in that order on our Carrot Universities. The current one that we have is an amazing curation of it. It is pretty much in that order, but there's some improvements we can make moving forward in the next ones, which I'm pumped about, and I'm really proud of the team with the work that they did here. So any feedback, if you're like, man, this was really helpful, we want to let you know. If you're like, well, there's this gap. What about this? Like, I'd love to learn this. Why do we have to do this in SEO? Or what about this? Let us know that. We'd love to see if that should be in SEO 101, or we might say, hey, you know what, Aaron? That all is dialed in crazy great detail in the 3 lead per day training. Dive into that, and it's got it all in there for you. Just let us know, all right? Yes, Alex Bias says, can you repeat the hashtag? The hashtag is hashtag Ask Carrot. It's on the screen right behind us. Hashtag Ask Carrot, which is the name of this show, on Instagram or Facebook. If you do it on both, it gives you a better chance. And put a picture in there too, and let us know what your biggest takeaway was from this. And as a bonus, link to our website or tell people you love us or whatever you want to do. But
yeah,
all right, cool. Let's wrap this puppy up. Shawn, appreciate you hopping on here, man. It was fun.
No problem. It was fun. Definitely new for me, but I enjoyed it.
You should run some of these yourself. Seriously, you should. All right, guys. Thank you, Brady, for running the show. Everybody have an amazing rest of the week. hashtag AskCarrot. Go out there and customize, personalize your websites. We're in the part of the market, in the phase of the market where credibility and standing out is very important. And we can help you do that the best, okay? Rather than looking custom, which is actually going to be a step backwards from you. It's going to perform worse. It's going to load slower. It's going to actually cost you way more in the long run and potentially in the short run. Step forward and do these customizations. Leverage the inspiration from this call. If you were just listening to the podcast version of this, go to our YouTube channel and find the videos, because then you can see what these websites looked like. They look amazing, amazing, amazing personalized versions of a high-performing Carrot platform. And go to our marketplace or reach out to support if you're just like, I would rather pay the Carrot people just to do this for me. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of the week. We'll talk soon. Thank you.